Hey all, this is Robin with Heroes Legends Studios, and today I wanted to go over creating a simple uh, credit screen using artwork with the details on it or scrolling text through uh, MZ's editor. We'll also create this easy to use like parallax background with background music, some walking characters, keep it very simple, and how well you can easily put together a quick scene like this. Wanted to give you a preview of here. Uh, and so let's jump right in. So first thing uh, is what's happening is you can ignore my lighting. This is part of my lighting plugin. Um, that just sets up the lighting sources because I gotta set up lighting for individual ones. Anyways, so the image that I'm using, I basically just show a picture, which if we look into the event system, there is show picture, which you'll also want to have a picture, and I just created this in Photoshop. By all means, you can create something in any other program, any art program, and I set up all the items however I want, use this font I want, and I think having creating an image for your credits is a little bit nicer than scrolling text. There are plugins out there that you can use for scrolling text, but that's adding another plugin, which I think isn't absolutely necessary when you can create simple artwork. So here you can see that I just basically use the dimensions of a background to better display uh, how large this background is going to be. You can use the parallax backgrounds. I think these are actually good references too. Um, and 816 by 816. Your image is going to go into the pictures because these are the presentable items in the game. They have to be in pictures. These are the only way to present items. I mean, with the editor. You can see that same thing. I use the parallax background. So it's 816 by 816 and fits right on the screen perfectly the way I want it to. And so this is, I would say, the easiest way to create a credits page. But, as like the game gets larger, more developers, obviously there's going to be a lot of text on screen, and that could be daunting and hard to read for any player. But text is uh, just fine. I believe this text was used about like 20-point font, which is quite large. So to continue this, I'd make this a parallel, so it just stays on screen the entire time, and that's just easy to use. There is my walking character, which I have on the side. Here I just set him up to stepping. I use her walk image, of course, and just have her automatically walk. Goes into stepping action, and so very simple. The Again, you can ignore my lighting plugin. Uh, Automatically play background music. I think this is a nice touch. You don't have to do it this way, but I think if you want to keep a very simple, basic credit screen, this is the way to go. You have music, you have some animated characters, you have a parallax background. Uh, Here, blue sky, it's looping horizontally, and it creates a nice, elegant effect, I think. So overall, it's very nice, subtle, calming. You don't want any like, you can have fireworks if you want with different effects, but I kept it simple like this. Uh, there is one other thing that we can add to this. I'm gonna go ahead and change this so it doesn't get called. there is a new event for scrolling text. You can add, where is it? I will find it. Here we go, show scrolling text. So here you can increase the speed, no fast forward, and we can do the exact same thing I did before. So let me open up my Finder, open up that other image, and I kind of copy this. Here again, another limitation of the engine, everything's going to be left aligned. I wish there was a way to center things, but there just isn't. So we're going to go over like a few things. Say, hey, music developer, designers, artists, plugins, other, and we'll say special thanks. Um, this and you can just have like any kind of whatever, right? This is just gonna create a long list of text that you can have. The reason why, I think this is nice is that you can have at least much larger text uh, and much more on screen without it being too much to see. So you can see a preview of what it's going to look like. And again, it's left aligned. And you'll see it all here. So when we hit apply, we want uh, this to just auto run. We're going to do a self switch, create a new page, self switch. Again, if you don't know what self switches are, recommend checking out some tutorials about self switches. But basically, once this runs, I turn on self switch. That's going to end the game, and then I can also add here that we just go to the title screen, or we can just leave it like that. Okay. So let's play that. Hopefully I'm not going too fast with this tutorial. I think it's pretty basic, but simple and straightforward. So it starts from the bottom left. Again, like I think it would be nicer that it was um, centered, but this could leave like a lot of different actions here that can go on. Like you guys can have talking characters, maybe little dialogue bubbles going on, but and that goes through. This is another thing that is a difference between showing an image. Showing the image happens instantly, and then they can choose to just leave the game, save, go right to the title. With the scrolling text, it's gonna pause the user input until they until that scrolling text is done. So there's definitely some give and take. I chose to go with the image route just because there's not much text happening on my screen. I basically just have me as the developer. I'm using default assets, uh, but I do plan on adding more assets from other developers, plugins, and things I'm using. So um, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about what uh, I was doing here, um, go ahead and add them in the comments, and I'll get back to you when I can. I appreciate everyone watching. If you like this video and want to see more, like this video and subscribe. Thanks. Everyone have a good day.